One of the lessons that it doesn't appear that a lot of us women have learned is that when a man approaches you and proposes to you, one of the things that they would say to you, especially if they're already married and they're just looking to have fun, is to start telling you horrible things about their wives. Oh, she's a miser, she's a bitch, she doesn't take care of me, she's unclean, the romance and the sex life is not going great, she's boring, she's this, she's that. Leaving you or leaving you into, or leading you, that's the word, leading you into a false sense of security where you think that you're better off than the wife that he had. You can give him better bedmatics than his missus can. You're a better woman. You are well positioned. You're much younger. You have what it takes to be able to sustain the relationship better than the wife could. But the question that you need to ask yourself is this: if the wife was that bad, and this man is such an intelligent, smart, wise man, why is he still married to somebody that he claims isn't good enough? It's rubbish. Why is he still married to rubbish? But you see, a lot of us get taken away or taken aback by all the trimmings and the night outs and the fun and all the good things that he does for you. And you forget to think that just as quickly as some things come into your life, it's just as quickly as they leave. And if you don't take the time to think through your decision making, you just might put yourself in a huge pickle that you can't pick yourself out of that easily. Men will tell you anything that they need to tell you just to get in between your legs. Worse still, if they see that you're industrious, you work hard, you have money, or they can see that you're well off, you have good assets and investments and money and stuff, they will sweet talk you until you end up giving or spending money on them without even realizing it, taking advantage of your vulnerability, in quotes, your stupidity in their eyes, to make themselves better. The only person that loses in the end is you, because they're married men. Their wives, no matter all the crap that they tell you about them, are still very valuable to them. Otherwise, they wouldn't be living with them. The only person who gets to laugh on the wrong side of their face is you, because you were just played. And if this man is married under ordinance with a marriage certificate, guess what? All of those things that he's fooling you with, making you think that you have access to, or they're assets to be had, is a big fat lie from the pit of hell. A person doesn't reap where they haven't sown. And so, my dear sister, if you think you're so smart that if you just hang around him long enough, play the fool, give him a couple of children so that you can secure your place, as it were, you could be in for a huge surprise when out of the blues he passes and it becomes apparent that, oh, this man all this time had another woman in his life who was his missus, his wife. That truth that you refuse to accept, yeah, it becomes a pain in your butt, because that woman, that wife, that horrible wife, has rights, and the law is firmly on her side. All the years of grinding, taking the husband's BS, yeah, all of that has to count for something. And at the end of the day, some person can't sow for another person to reap. So whilst people are busy planting, go find your own plot to plant your own seedlings. If you choose to have a lifetime partner, go find one and build with him. A lot of us women want the shortcut. We want to do, cut corners, make it large with little effort. Life doesn't work that way. If you're not prepared to sow, I'm sorry, but you're not reaping. And do unto others as you want to be done to you. If you were in the position of the wife, I don't think you were going to be happy to know that somebody else who did not do any hard work, invest time, effort, energy, resources into a relationship long term to acquire assets over time, is trying to reap where they haven't sown. I don't think that you'd be happy with that. So if you know that you will not be happy or accept for somebody else, some other woman, to take the credit for all the hard work, the grinding that you've done over the years with a man, then make sure that you're not led down a path of foolishness. If the man tells you he's divorced, there has to be proof that he's actually a single man that you can have. Don't allow yourself to be played, darling. It's 2025, and it's about time women actually use their heads and not allow emotion, misplaced emotions and foolishness, silly butterflies that fly away from your tummy very quickly to lure you into foolishness, because the ramifications are huge. You just might find yourself a single parent with a bunch of kids because you were too busy having fun, that you didn't take the trouble to establish yourself or ensure that your position is secured in his life, so that there are no factions that are created that end up competing with you. Dating a married man, being with a married man, having children, trying to take some things that somebody's husband that doesn't belong to you has a price to pay. And that price is that you do all the bed warming, the cleaning, the cooking and everything, take all of his BS and end up with nothing. That is double whammy. So please, take the trouble to know who it is that you're hanging about with, wasting time on, spending time with, and secure your place. Any man who is worth his salt, that actually respects and regards you, will be in a very big hurry to make an honorable person of you as soon as it's possible to, because they want you to themselves. They want to build a legacy and a life with you and you alone. Anything else is just fluff. Don't fall for it. Look after yourself. Bring some dignity to yourself. Being a side chick is not a pleasant place to be. Don't think that you're smart, because life would outsmart you in ways that you may never be able to recover from. No amount of kicking and screaming will change the fact that you were only a mistress and you were played. The law is the law, the wife is the wife. And a word to the wise is enough. Ladies, it's time that we know how to position ourselves and do what is required at the appropriate time, so that we are not taken for fools anymore. Greed is one of the things that takes you on a downward spiral to complete destruction. It doesn't serve you in any way, shape, or form. Work hard on your own. Build for yourself. That is the only thing that is guaranteed. Anything else, yeah, it's a very unsecure investment that you're making. And the end is weeping and gnashing of teeth. My name is Sika. I hope this video has been helpful. I know that the Side Chicks Association are not going to like this video very much, but the truth is the truth, and the truth alone sets you free. Knowing the hardcore, painful truth about life sets you free. Let the wise hear this and do the needful. And let the people who choose to meddle in hypocrisy and misplaced emotions and, foolishness come at me with everything. The truth will still remain the painful truth. And from that can come a person who is fortified, having learned the lessons to move on with their life and do what is right, so that you can receive the blessings that come with doing the right thing too. God bless you. I love you so much. Bye for now.